This is Bob Wojnowski, columnist of the Detroit News, along with Angelique Chengelis, beat writer for the Michigan football team. We're here to talk about, oh my goodness, it's a BCS Bowl for Michigan. The Sugar Bowl, Michigan against Virginia Tech, January 3rd in New Orleans, 8:30 p.m. The showdown everybody was waiting to see. Okay, maybe not the showdown everybody was waiting to see. There has been mixed results or mixed ticket sales on the Michigan-Virginia Tech game, Angelique. Do you think this is a game that's going to capture the nation's fancy?
Not mixed on the Michigan side.
No, you're right.
They were
That's true.
allotted 17,500 tickets, Virginia Tech and Michigan apiece. Michigan sold roughly 14,000 the first day, Wojo. And Virginia Tech is really, their sales are not very, they're slumping a little bit. So I think, and then on Twitter that people react to this. Kansas State sold out their tickets right away. Boise State's been selling tickets. These are the teams that people argued should be in this bowl game, and maybe they have a point. Not just from ticket sales reasons.
You know, that's true. It was debatable who should have been in this game, but I think at 10-2, Michigan did deserve or earn a BCS bowl spot. It is an interesting matchup. They really are two obviously named teams, Michigan a named team, and Virginia Tech under Frank Beamer has become a named team.
They do have names.
Yes, I mean big name, like traditional names. Please follow along. And somewhat similar, I actually noticed that they have very similar defensive stats as far as how many points they've given up. Michigan has a dual threat quarterback, dynamic quarterback, Denard Robinson. Virginia Tech has the same.
I'm not familiar with this Denard Robinson.
Yeah, you should be. Logan Thomas, the Virginia Tech quarterback.
That's
Do you find him, from what we understand, to be a comparable ability to Denard Robinson?
Absolutely. I mean, similar in style. I don't know if similar in speed. I think Denard's probably got the edge there. But I think where you need to look at the Virginia Tech offense is David Wilson, the running back, ACC Player of the Year. I think he's the guy who really is the player that Michigan's defense will focus on. Where
do we think? Because early returns, it looks like Michigan's a slight favorite. Virginia Tech is 11-2. Both their losses blown out by Clemson, just absolutely blown out, and including 38-10 in the ACC title game. Michigan a slight favorite. You think they should be a slight favorite?
Yeah. Why are you even questioning that?
Well,
because they weren't in the championship game?
Well, yeah. I mean, there's some debate there whether or not Virginia Tech.
I don't think Virginia Tech beat a top 25 team this year.
They beat Georgia Tech on the road 37-26 when they were ranked 20th.
Fine.
Please try to do your homework, Angelique.
I do think Michigan's, the way they finished the month of November is significant. 3-1 in those final games, routing Nebraska at home. I thought that was a significant win. And beating Ohio State, whatever the score was, that was a significant win against what I still think is a good Ohio State team, even though I don't think their record shows that. So yeah, I think it's more than reasonable that Michigan.
I do too. I actually think Virginia Tech has been around these BCS games for a few years. Michigan back in it, and in these bowl games, you do have to look at motivation. And I do think in the first year under Brady Hoke, I think Michigan is really going to want to make a statement in this bowl game. And if we're going to do predictions, and I'm very good at predictions, you're okay, but I'm quite good at them. If I were to give a prediction right out of the box, I would say Michigan 27, Virginia Tech 20. What say you?
I would say a touchdown difference. I haven't come up with a definitive score yet.
Yeah, you should work on that.
Just for the record, I think I'm leading you in the Detroit News college football picks. I'm almost certain of that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And no, I'm absolutely positive of that.
Misprint.
But I would say Michigan by a touchdown as well. Maybe even more. I mean, I think that you're right. Michigan's on a mission. Not to say that Virginia Tech isn't, but there's definitely a buzz about this team, the Michigan team, 10 wins, and the seniors want to go out the right way. I don't think you can underestimate the power of that senior message to this program.
And one last question, difference maker in the game for Michigan. I have in my mind who it will be, since we both apparently are picking Michigan by about a touchdown. Who do you have?
I would say Fitz Toussaint.
See, I was going to say Fitzgerald Toussaint, the running back.
I really wasn't going to say Fitz, but I figured you would say Fitz.
Because I do think the running game will be a big deal. You know what? Not a difference maker, but give credit to the center, David Molk, an All-American who will definitely be missed after this year. His final game, I think he could be a quote-unquote difference maker, not from a normal position. Is that it? Do you have anything else to say? Can we leave the people alone for the holiday season now?
you could have a difference maker on defense, couldn't you? I mean, this Michigan defense, maybe Greg Madison's the difference maker on defense.
He has been a difference maker this season. He really has. The
In
defense
this game.
improvement has been phenomenal. It really has. That's it. We won't annoy you any further during this holiday season. She's Angelique Chengelis. I'm Bob Wojnowski, Detroit News. Have a great bowl
Happy
season.
holidays.
Yes.